Here we are at the start of the 200 meters. This is my favorite and preferred distance. The start is not as critical because you have a longer way to go, but what you do after the start is probably more critical because you have a longer distance. There's three parts to me to this 100. Going into the turn, going out of the turn, and your maintenance to go home. Let's go. My head's down, and I'm relaxed. Maybe on a scale of, maybe if we're talking percentages right now, I'm building to about 80-85%. 30 meters into the race, it's okay to go ahead and bring your head up. But when you bring your head up and you come out of your dry phase slowly, you don't want to floor it. You don't want to hit your fastest speed right now at 30 meters. We want to delay it. So if you've jumped on somebody and you're a little ahead or you're a little behind, don't panic. They're going to come back to you. Trust me. I've done it before. $50 meters. And let's stop right here at 50 meters. Most 200-meter races are won in between this mark right here to 100 meters away, which is 50 meters to go. And why is that so important? It's because this is the fastest point of the race. At this point right here, I want to make sure that my shoulder is turned, that I'm being efficient with my movement, and that I'm making sure that when I get to that 50 meters, that I know that the only thing that I'm going to do is to hold my technique perfectly. I want to make sure that when I go by everybody, I'm going to go by and keep going. The best example of this, 1997 Athens. Myself and Frankie Fredericks in the final. Frankie's in the lane ahead of me. And I know that if I go by him and I don't keep going, that he's probably going to come back on me. So if you look at the movement that I did in that race, the gun went off and I got on him. And then you saw me sit like, wait, no, not yet, not yet, not yet. But when I made my move, I made it for the finish line. I didn't look back. At this point, you're not worried about anybody else. You're worried about arms, knees, keeping everything going this way, and keeping everybody behind you. It's an exercise in running fatigue. If you've not been efficient and not followed the pattern from back there, now you're in trouble. Because now you've run your 100 from 0 to 100, and at 150 you're tired. That's the reason why we're taught to run from 50 to 150. Because 50 meters, that's 5 seconds. It's a lot easier to hold on for. At this point, all you got to worry about is the clock. Nobody should be in front of you if you've done it right.